Look, you've got a lot of these videos to watch, so I'm just going to be short and to the point. I've just developed an algebra visualization tool that would make solid content for Khan Academy, and I'll license it to you for free because I share your vision for learning. I volunteer tutor a lot of algebra students. When they begin learning algebra, they're correctly taught to apply identical operations to both sides of an equation to solve for a variable. For instance, if they're given an equation A plus B equals C, when asked to solve for A, they know that they can subtract B from both sides of the equation to get A equals C minus B. That's great, but anyone with a little more algebra experience doesn't solve the problem that way. Why? Because it's complicated to visualize. Instead, the experienced mathematician visualizes picking up that B, changing its sign, and moving it to the other side of the equation after the C. While this approach lacks in providing fundamental understanding, it's a convenient shortcut that most of us use because it's easier, faster, and facilitates visualization of the answer much more effectively than the more fundamental approach. And you can imagine similar techniques for dividing and multiplying equations by factors, for distributing and factoring out factors, as well as applying laws of exponents. So after an algebra student is able to competently demonstrate application of equivalent operations to both sides of an equation, I'm proposing that we introduce them to these types of shortcuts. If we don't, as they progress in mathematics, they're just going to develop these shortcuts on their own anyway. So why not help them along? And this is where the web provides a perfect solution. This is Zebra. Why is it called Zebra? It enables students to see algebra. It runs in a web browser in JavaScript, making it fit nicely with Khan Academy's web-based approach. Zebra offers worksheets with live equations that students can touch and manipulate. They can solve these equations on their own while Zebra keeps track of their route to a solution. Zebra is sort of like algebra with training wheels. It takes away the fear of making a mistake because it won't let you perform an illegal algebraic operation. You might go in the wrong direction, but you can't fall off the bike. As the students solve equations, they get a feel for what they may or may not do. Muscle memory replaces reliance on mnemonics such as PEMDAS or FOIL. And after the student has had ample interaction with Zebra equations, the student would be encouraged to remove the training wheels and try their hand at solving the same equations on paper. But now, the little movies of algebra have been firmly planted in their heads so that algebraic operations become instantaneous. In the next video, I'll demonstrate how to use Zebra so that you can get a better sense of how it works. But I'd be thrilled to have the opportunity to come to your Mountain View facility to give your talented staff a live Zebra math seminar. Once they're introduced to Zebra, I know they could make valuable improvement suggestions to customize this tool for your site so that your students bypass years of trial and error and learn to visualize algebra like the pros